One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will start this game off. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense, and it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. That's caught. It's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, what a move. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Michigan offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The short hands, it's Boston. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They booted away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure...
Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Coleman. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can...
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after it! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Steps away to find some room. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of makes a grab on the shot. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own. Oh, he's got some space! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Off the play fake. Got him downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams will pass. Pucks it out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He doesn't.
Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught in the backfield, it's Morgan. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle, it's Haynes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's caught. It's McCulley. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, you get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give on the inside. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Pulls it in, it's Harris. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Slithers into space. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Off play action. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wolverines are on the move. They'll try the run. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
With the catch, it's Boston. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Williams looking for a man. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. Jukes his way for more. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Washington sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They punted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity. There he goes! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Williams will pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here on 3rd down. Trying play action. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Klein. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The run from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got an open man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they do on third down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Throws to the back. Got a man. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.